What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome to Not Your Status Quo. Today we will be discussing what's next for the Bad Batch. Let's get right into it. I love it in this episode when Omega and gives Wrecker a 5. When Sid tells her she's the brain of the operation.
Not too quick, are you? Clearly the kid's the brains of your operation.
What kind of job?
I mean, that's just a little levity that I think only Dave Filoni has really supplied so far in any of the series. You know, and that's what makes these series even better. But when you see, like, as we go through the show, you can see Wrecker's chip is starting to fail as it goes.
I noticed that too. And I'm starting to wonder, like, what's next for Wrecker?
Exactly, because he looks like he could take out the whole team by himself, especially without Crosshair there. Mm-hmm. You know, so are they going to end up having to battle him? I mean, what do we got? 13, 12 more episodes of this? You know, it seems like it can be what's next if it goes from here. It can be an origin story for Fennec Shand. You know, with them talking to Sid about her, and she just started with the guild, but she's highly skilled.
Oh yeah.
You know, so and having a bounty hunter of this caliber hunting them, there's something that they want, and obviously we know what they want. They want their chips back. They want their Bad Batch to act normal according to the Empire's rules. You know.
Well, Fennec Shand is an original character that was created specifically for the Mandalorian and the Boba Fett show, correct?
Yes.
So yeah, they can pretty much take her in any direction. There's no previous canon to dictate what they do with her character.
Right, it's wide open.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I thought was interesting is when Sid explained that Fennec had a direct commission with Kamino to either bring Omega or them back, which I am sure they want to keep Omega secret. It's their next project. If they're creating super soldiers, they really want to keep it on the down low, because if one gets out, it's going to ruin all of their surprise and all of their wonderful stuff. But I find it really interesting that Kamino has popped up in the Bad Batch. Kamino has popped up in the Mandalorian. We may see Kamino pop up in Obi-Wan.
Hello there.
You know, a lot of this is really coming around Kamino. I have a theory that at the end of the Bad Batch, the Kamino labs are going to be destroyed.
Oh.
And I think that's going to be, what makes me think that is we see Kamino scientists working outside of it. We see them working with the Empire, way out, you know, where Grief Karga is working. You know, we're going to see them other places. And the fact that they're setting up Fennec Shand to have a relationship with Kamino, could we see this on the Book of Boba Fett? We know she's working with Boba Fett. Is she going to say, hey, you know what? Kamino was working on this super soldier program, and I know all about it.
Let's do it. And, you know, that kind of goes back to something that we were talking about during The Mandalorian when we said that what they like to do is kind of, you know, dump out their toy chest of, you know, favorite characters, and they'll pull little bits and pieces from some of the, you know, the old Legends books and everything like that. I don't know if you guys remember, but there were some comics and books from a while ago where Boba Fett was stationed out of the old Kamino labs. It was kind of a desolate place. Nobody was there anymore but him. And I think he had generated a couple of, like, bad clones of himself to make up his own Boba Fett army. Again, I don't think this is canon anymore. This was prior to the Disney movies, but yeah, this was an actual storyline that somebody put, you know, into words.
I would really like to see if they can get a hold of these super soldiers, be a part of Boba Fett's, you know, army in his criminal empire, because that would make him a threat that, who knows, maybe we could see Rey or the First Order have to deal with him because he's become so powerful. That'd be an interesting take, seeing Boba Fett's crime syndicate versus the First Order, because he's gotten that big and that powerful.
How about this for a theory? You know, they were saying that Boba Fett's genome was failing, and Omega, you know, is the first female, I think. What if it's from Fennec Shand? Because she was hired directly from Kamino to come and retrieve her. Maybe she is a Fennec Shand clone.
Oh.
So she was rising up. She's new to the bounty hunters, and she was doing so well. They said, hey, let's
clone her.
That would be interesting.
Try and keep ourselves alive here.
Yeah.
I like it. That could definitely play in.
And that explains the New Zealand accent.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I thought about that during the show. Like, why does she have an Australian accent? I thought about that, but
is it Australian?
it's Australian to me.
Just like Mayfield had a space Boston accent.
Right. Well, no, he actually is from Space Boston. That was confirmed.
He's from Southie.
Hey, hit up Duncan before they went on this run.
But what if Omega shows up in The Mandalorian or Ahsoka or the Book of Boba Fett? She's young enough where I can see the Bad Batch is often retired, but if she made a name for herself as part of the Bad Batch mercenary clan, she may show up. Maybe Fennec and Boba are after her, or maybe she finds out that Fennec's back, and we'll find out she's had a very bad experience with her in the Bad Batch, and she comes after them. I think that would be very interesting. They've done a lot with bringing characters back, and I think introducing us to her in the Bad Batch, and then bringing her back older in Book of Boba Fett or Mandalorian Season 3 would be amazing.
She might be like right around the same age as Ezra Bridger. You know, it's right around the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? You might be right.
That would be very interesting. Ezra and Omega.
Obviously, the Bad Batch are new to making deals. Like when they go to Sid, they need their information. They gotta get it. So they make their deal. They have to go and retrieve someone for Sid in order to get the information. And who knew it would be, I'm gonna read it right here, Muchi? Now, is that the same Rancor that's in Return of the Jedi?
I think it is.
That's Bib 4-2
Yeah,
saying
absolutely.
he was coming for Jabba. That's
So all
that
this
gets
time.
killed by Luke Skywalker.
Right. And I was actually discussing this with Keith. So now it completely changes, because, I mean, he was kind of cute, really. But it changes the whole dynamic. Now, when you watch that scene in the movie, you're going to like, oh, Muchi. Oh, Muchi.
Oh, that sucks for Muchi. Muchi had a bad day when he met Luke.
Yeah, he did.
That's too bad. Luke just destroys everything. In a good way.
Luke is the bad guy in this film.
Yeah. And he
He's
doesn't
a
even know.
terrorist. I mean, he blew up that Death Star.
Right?
Yeah.
How many stormtroopers died?
And just workers. I mean, tech workers.
Absolutely.
Network specialists who are trying to keep communication on that thing going on that small moon. I mean,
Yeah.
You guys remember where you were when it happened?
Yeah, I remember I was in Coruscant in training waiting to hear some friends made it out. And of course they didn't because, well...
It blew up and evaporated.
Yeah, like a big colorful firecracker. No one was getting out of there.
You guys know I was actually on my way to the Death Star that morning.
No, get out of here.
No.
Forgot to set my alarm, got caught in space traffic. If it hadn't been for that space traffic...
Well, you can't think about that. You can't think about that or you're going to drive yourself
I'd be dead.
crazy.
I'd be dead. I guess I'd be dead.
Yeah, it's just so eerie.
and then finally, you know, as I'm watching The Bad Batch, I keep thinking, what is Palpatine's plan post Order 66? Because he doesn't really seem to have one. He had this like ultra convoluted plan to take out the Jedi, build a clone army, create a separatist that's fighting against them so he can do it, all to get these clones so they can take out the Jedi. And then after that, he's like, I really didn't think it would succeed.
Okay.
I don't know what to do now.
Everybody get your chain code. Give me all your money.
Just like,
That's it.
I didn't know I was going to have to run a government.
This sucks.
Man, this is
I'll just start building moons and stuff. It'll be fun. It'll blow things up. It'll be fun.
So, I've got a theory, too.
Oh, theory.
Go over
Theory.
your theory.
Okay.
What if Omega is the first female clone of Palpatine?
Whoa.
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 So she's Omega Skywalker?
No, Omega Palpatine.
Okay.
She's Rey's mom.
Right.
Okay,
And
so she's a
Ezra's her
female
dad.
clone of Palpatine, and her dad's a clone of Palpatine.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Star Wars just got gross.
her,
Okay, so Palpatine is from
they're drunks anyway.
Space Arkansas.
Hey.
But hey, that's what we saw. What did you guys see? What do you guys think is coming up on the remaining 11 episodes of The Bad Batch? Let us know in the comments below, and we will see you next time at Not Your Status Quo.